Alright. Bit of a throwback to the, second or third game I tried to stream almost 7 months ago. Almost 8 months ago, actually. And I never uploaded it because I did not know how to speak back then. So this is my second chance. Yep, good evening. How are you doing, Ashen? How's everyone doing? I am anemic. At least that's how I feel. I don't know, I'm drinking like a whole 40 ounces of water and I'm so thirsty. Like always, but even more so right now. But I'll deal with it. And I guess also a disclaimer, I have already played through the first chapter or so, and I wanted to fully reset my account, but apparently you gotta wait 7 days, so screw that. Let's just pretend this is a new playthrough and read the VN parts of it. So yeah. Do you see now? You can't run from us. Oh yeah, watch me. You dare interrupt me just as I was engraving the square, 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 square. You must be out of your... technically speaking, I can tell you that our master plan doesn't really break any of the city's taboos. It's just a kind of thing that no one has ever dared to even consider attempting. You catch my drift? These guys are all lazy. They don't have jobs. By the way, there's also construction going on. They're building a whole building across the street, and it's loud and annoying. Would you look at that? That's a jackhammer. You managed to get a different head in so fast. Are people like you always prepared for anything? Just wait till I get the square, 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 triangle, X. The likes of you will be no match for. I guess that new noggin doesn't come with a mouth, huh? Yeah, all I hear is the clock ticking. You think they're screaming on the inside? Yes, and on the outside also. The ticking's gotten faster, so I guess they can still feel pain. Existential pain. Why the hell am I still alive? Damn it, why am I? Why am I being attacked? All I said was, I hate everyone and all of you. And then I posted it to my timeline in my Snapchat. Not good. Memory decay already. Attention span decreasing, down to a goldfish's memory. The triple square was done too quick. They've gone quiet already. Let's get this over with. No one ever comes here, Wolf. There are no eyes on us. So what's the hurry? We must follow her teachings. No wasting time. The earth is flat. Yeah, but, Sai, can't we just savor the moment? We're not going to get another chance to off someone of this caliber. He's a Twitch streamer. Kill him right now. You have a tendency to grow far too emotional in a job, Lion. Don't mix business with pleasure. I don't own the business. Shame, I so wanted to have a look at your face. I reckon you won't tell us where your star is, yes? Hey Soli, what up? How's it going? How are you? It was you. Damn. Yeah, we're playing Limbus Company for totally the first time, and I did not play this as my third game I ever streamed about 7 months ago and not upload it because my voice was terrible. And I could barely speak back then. Tired but good. Same, honestly. I was just lying in bed until like 3 p.m. And then I finally dragged myself out, and now I'm playing video games and still not doing any of the things that I want to work on. But yeah, that's just my life. Shame. Oh wait, I just said that. Like hell I am. I'm taking square, 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 location to the grave with. Sextuple dot. Damn, where was beep supposed to be again? My memories are fading too quickly. Right, no mouth. Meaning, this one can't tell us how to find it. I then hold up my middle finger. Here, find this, sucker. Can I end them now? Please, take me, right now. Just end it. Please. Sure, What was that, a Ferrari? Hey, what's that noise? You let yourself get tailed, Panzer? I read that as you let yourself get railed, Panzer. It is a train, I guess. Oh dang, I hate days like that. I will send you some good vibes to energize you. Thank you. I'm receiving it through my lagging brain. No, there wasn't anyone who could attract me. Just a wild animal and that federal agent behind us that's watching us with a camera. That doesn't sound like any animal I can think of. That's... Wait a minute. Is that the V8 bird? A bus? How did it even end up here? Must have taken a wrong turn. Ooh, they're about to pay quite the hefty price for that wrong turn. Ew. Did a lion just get pushed back? I don't know, let me look a little closer. Next stop is 45th Avenue. If my eyes are still right, then you will not fail to reach the port of glory.
That's what she said.
Who are you? That nameplate says Faust. So is your name Caroline? You've lost your way in a dark forest. Why does my phone keep falling down? What? Yet you were not overcome with fear. Why was that? Because I don't have the survival instincts to feel fear. I'm intellectually challenged. Because I could simply lift my head to find a star. I am on hella drugs right now. That's right. You are cracked out of your mind. Now, keep revisiting that image and let your heart speak these words aloud. Follow your star. Follow your star. At that moment, I felt a sudden thump in my head. Wait a minute. My brain's actually working? Followed by a sensation of multiple chains penetrating me. Please don't worry, your heart is still functional, though it may feel otherwise. But I don't have a heart. With this, the pact is sealed. 40 years of corporate hell await you. Dante, from this day forth, we are bound to your time. What are you? The beating of our hearts now depends on where your hands fall. I hope you'll make a fine leader. Our... Is that really everything? A single apple has fallen. This guy's still not making any sense. He's never made any sense. Jeez, that weight was killing me. Are we finally getting some action? Oh gosh darn it, this is the beach episode. Well, a little warm-up wouldn't hurt. What's a miserable thing arriving on the ground? Are they to be the newest addition to this squad? I don't know. Let's ask squad member number 47. You might want to watch your language. I heard that our soon-to-be boss. Even better, screw him. Screw the corporations. It must have been an instant ambush, yet you still managed to hide your head between your legs. Who are you people? And what's up with this bus? Yo, what's up, CG9? How's it going? We are playing the Limbus company for the totally first time, and I have not played the first chapter before, and this is not just a replay. Thank you for following as well, dang. Appreciate it. How is life going? Are you as sleepy as I am? I hope not. Hey, what's up? Why is the chat countdown so high? I don't know. Also, I does. A lot of people here today. I love it. I am sleepy. Well, we can be sleepy together. And we will influence each other on a temporal scale. That's not even the right word. We are the heralds of justice who have come to aid you. And this is the magical bus that can take us wherever we wish to go. 20-second... Oh, is there slow mode on right now? Maybe, stream element screwed up. Oh yeah, it was enabled. That explains a lot. One day ago, I went to a funeral, rodeo, and a party. Ooh. Quite the whiplash. We are the heralds of justice who have come to aid you. And this is the magical bus that can take us wherever we wish to go. Vegas, here we come. How was the party though? Was it fun? Was anyone hammered? Funeral and rodeo were at the same place. Interesting. Justice, bus, I don't. Is that not what you wanted to hear? You'll feel more at ease that way. We're racing against time, and the situation isn't in our favor, so let me explain this once. Very interesting indeed. After some time passed, they all died. The end. So, let me get this right. As long as I do as you say, those complete strangers, who I've never even met before, will fight in my stead. Oh, not really. There might have been a few people who got high by that. I mean, Chew. Yep, Chew's a pretty good number. Correct, so long as you give them the right orders. Alright, you guys, human shield, go. Yeah. I'm not much of a party guy. I haven't gone to... I think the last party I went to was probably in grade school. So... I hear some crazy things can happen though. Someone, I knew, well, I didn't know them, but I was aware of their existence. They got beat the crap out of because they were arguing over how to bake a cake. So, yeah, people be crazy. So some people might consider our normal personalities like we're being on drugs. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd probably say the same for me. Too much of a homebody to party. Yeah. Well, we got a party going right now, so... I will take this over any physical party. Right then, let's slaughter these shitheads. Go back to where I was. New York. To where I was. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. We did hide and seek in the middle of night, and I sat on top of the workout equipment. Heck yeah. Work on those biceps. Sextuple dot. What was I doing? Where am I even supposed to go back to? Almost said it. West Virginia. The shindig is the bomb diggity. It is the diggity bomb dang dong. I was right on the cusp of an extremely important moment, something I was never supposed to forget. But I forgot. Calm down. It is only natural that this new head would have adverse effects on your memory. Focus on the struggle at hand, Dante. I sat on top of what is basically a glorified pull-up bar and forgot what this thing is called, where you don't have, or where you have a bar, you put it to your chest and then you lift it up while you're laying down on a chair. I think that's a bench press, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I don't work out, so don't trust me. Chloe, I'm not sure how I should address you. Would Commander Clock suffice? In any case, we await your orders. Tick-tock. Do we really need orders? Seems like going one-on-one is the only way. Multiple workout machine that had many different options. Yeah, I got one of those on my work. You got like the pulley thing. You got the bench press. The very shady bench press that looks like it's gonna collapse on you. Got pull the little handles. I mean, now that I think of it, they're all kind of the same thing. Pull handles here, pull handles there, pull handles there, push handles here. Hey. You lot, quit your prattling. We just need to crush them all. Actually looks pretty good, like it support my weight, but that's not a lot. Yeah, I guess worst case, if it collapses, you get a big settlement. Please do your best, Dante. I guess I don't have any other choice. Murder. Oh, do I actually get to replay these, or is this going back to the menu? Oh yeah, it's going back to the menu. Alright, next one. I don't get it. These nobodies managed to take Lion down. It's too bad she took it lying down. That lazy bum. Yes, you have to redo the combat encounters if it's story in combat. Oh, I'm doing the story thing specifically. Is there actually a way to redo the combat? Because I was trying to reset my account, but there's a 7-day hold. And I obviously didn't want to wait that long. Yeah, you have to go into the mission itself. Honestly, I'm a bit more of a reader than a player anyway, so maybe I'll just stick with it until I get to the... I think I got like past the first chapter, or maybe not the first chapter, but there was a little bit. I only played like 2 or 3 hours when I first played this. But you're probably going to be redoing a lot of specific missions, yeah. I'll just be the reader for now. Whoa, hang on. I know, this is kind of weird coming from someone you were just fighting, but I'm pretty sure we can talk this out. Yep, called it. You're 448 and 530. I'm honestly not sure what those mean. This is not ideal. I knew it was a ridiculous idea to put up a fight against them. Oh. Are you kidding? I haven't even started. Die. What the hell? You said you fight him, I said. Names of levels that are going to cause a great pain. Oh boy. I'm scared now. We never promised to win said fights. Loser. What? There is a list? Is one of them 420? Huh. And it seems that I'm the only survivor. No? Okay. I'm sad now. Okay. So you meant for this to happen. You've got an ace up your sleeve, haven't you? No. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Not necessarily an ace, no. This is simply about following the star. Is this supposed to be mass suicide or something? It's a rather unpleasant display. What am I supposed to do? Probably run around and scream in terror. Let's try that. Arriving with all that fanfare, only to die like flies. Gah, I can't remember a thing about to pass since I repeated what she said. Also, what'd she say? Is this how I die? Deliver this message to the serpent, false lion. This is a flow that cannot be stopped. The red. But why? Why not the blue? Do you know why I only had those two dismembered? Because they didn't renew their subscription. Because one of you needs to be intact to carry the rest and scram pell-mell out of here. And you're the only one left to offer them any help. Level 420 is a joke. Hopefully in a good way. The red gaze. Don't glare at me like that. This is nothing compared to what you did. With wounds like those, I'm sure your boss will recognize the effort you put in. Consider them a badge of honor. Unless you want to meet your end here, please take me. You know what? That sounds good. Please stab me through the forehead. Who are you one of them? You're too late. There already. I am not late for anything, Dante. We only need the power of friendship. A little time to rewind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by an excruciating stab of pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder. It's because my heart were being torn asunder. I've been stabbed. And they stole my wallet. Followed by flashes in the ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. My appendicitis. Oh no. Foot fungus. Ugh. I couldn't even tell where the pain was coming from anymore. I let out a cry of pure agony as I felt my body twisting and breaking open. Ugh. My consciousness fading, the only thing I could perceive is all the people laughing at me back in high school. Was the sight of mutilated bodies around me inexplicably regenerating. Oh my god, I got a third arm now. You're in for one hell of a painful ride from here out, Dante. You're stuck with us, weirdos. And the voice of the man with red eyes. Alright. Three. I hear a beast howling from somewhere. It cries ceaselessly. Is it wailing out of hunger, or is it thirsty? Come grab a drink at the bar on this luxurious Hyatt train. I know they're hotels, but now we're trains. They're being itchy twitchy. Are they up?
Switchy
Awake at last. I would have been a tad disappointed if you croaked on us. Refreshing morning. This is Charon, the bus driver. Chevron. Only gasoline. No renewable energies. It's not morning, but I suppose it could be refreshing. How do you feel, Dante? Well, my spleen's gone. And also my second liver. Well, tick-tocking like a clock. His language barrier will be quite a hassle. Good thing TikTok features auto-translation using AI and machine learning technologies all around the globe to connect creators across the... You may call me Virgilius. If you can't hear me, Dante, give me a sign. Alright, no parking here. No parking here. I gave him a quick nod. He didn't seem hostile. We're on peaceful mode. Good. At least your hearing is functional. Time to drive, Chevron. Now departing. Vroom vroom. Also, gas is now $80 a gallon. There was a heavy roar and vibrations, as though they echoed from the bottom of a deep mire. A deep mine shaft. A deep oil drill. Oil. It was then that I realized I was aboard a bus. A Limbus. A bus. I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past. Also, what's a tricycle? Do you remember who you were? No, and I still don't know who I am. Why am I still alive? I shook my head to say no. I had just been reminded that my head was now a clinking mechanism of sorts. I suppose you want your memory back, don't you? No, you don't. No, I don't. Please. Keep those childhood traumas away from me. I nodded. I felt like an idiot, especially when I'm skipping the dialogue without saying it. Smooth as it gets. What's to stop the rest of you from adopting this gesture-based communication? All with the new Pixel 11 Pro. Screw you, Apple. What do you think, Miss Faust? Faust will respectfully decline. I find it unlikely that the situations ahead will permit us the physical liberty for smooth gesture-based communication. We're gonna need 7G technology for that. She's the one who spoke to me back in the forest. Her silver hair, glistening even without sunlight, gives off a rather mysterious air. Wait a minute. Carbon monoxide? Dante. Dante. Come to think of it, the man with red eyes has been calling me that too. So my name must be... Virgilius. Dante is your name. The amnesia must be affecting you rather severely. Sure looks like it. That doesn't sound familiar at all. You'll get used to it in time. Wait, you can understand me? The group that attacked me earlier, and that Vergi or whatever he was called, seemed to hear nothing but ticking from me. God, such a complainer. Faust can hear what you intend to speak. So guys, he all said you're ugly. What? Get him! No! You actually can, but how? I don't even have a real mouth. Assumptions of yesteryear must be one of the side effects that came with your head replacement. It's anachronistic to think that vocal organs such as the cords or tongue are necessary for one to communicate. Alright, we will now be doing the stream in Morse code. Alright, I got bored. You can limit the reception of your words to one person, or choose to speak to everyone at once. Or you can choose to speak to no one at all, and just stay at home and not interact with society. A little clarification, the scope of everyone is limited to the sinners. Sinners. The people seated behind you. The very same who fought in your stead until mere moments ago. Ooh, so art thou the final piece that completes our journey's cast. How I've yearned for this moment. Say, pal, where'd you sell your old cranium off? So it was you. Thanks for putting my spine back in one piece. Were you a surgeon or something in the nest? No, I'm Farmer Bob. Keep your mouth shut. Nothing is more unpleasant than hearing a cacophony of noises. So anyways, let's scream and be a Twitch streamer. Yo, what's up, chat? Now a brief introduction is in order. I'll give you time to make yourself known, starting with the one seated at the very front. Speak. Why is it always the ones in front that go first? I'm sick of taking the lead. I heard you're gonna be our boss, or, yeah, our manager. And you're not getting a pay raise. Manager? Yeah, which is why I was real curious to meet you and... Tuss. It's always tough work to choose the right words to speak. Don't know what you did with your old head, but I guess everyone's got a story to tell. I'm Gregor. We're in this together, Manager Bud. Gregor, the center of the turn the person down out there. Greg, they aren't just your bud or pal. You're talking to the person who'll make us filthy rich. Greg? Rich? What's that about? I'm broke. Let's see what's better to call you. Dante. Hope you don't mind us being on a first name basis. You can call me Rodya too. Rodya these nuts. Rodya, the fortune's right to be I think there's a well, a good reason you became our manager. I'm sure you used to be a big shot back in the nest, right? When your old habits start coming back, we'll be that much closer to rolling in the dough. Hoo-hoo. Muffin. Muffins, I love muffins. She is sure an extrovert, I'll give her that. I'm actually starving right now. Oh gosh, look at me keeping on. Hey kid, you're up next. Hello. Oh, boring. That's it. Oh, Sinclair. That's my name. Have you seen any of the new identities coming out? I don't think so, because I literally played for like 3 hours before, so I barely even know who the regular identities are. I'm a noob. Please bear with me. Sinclair, even with the volatile nature human growth on the day, taking this in didn't use for combat, making the attitudes of violent tendency, microgreedy, whatever, it's similar. So no character in this game is limited. Yeah, they're all just like different costumes, right? I think that's the one thing I know about this game. This boy looks awfully unnerved. Did he even join this company of his own accord? No, he's an unpaid intern, and he'll stay that way. Is there anything else I need to say? This is my first corporate job. No, he paid. He paid. We gotta fix that. Take away his money. Well, you'll learn the ropes in the coming days. Okay then, how about you next, nerdy pal? I am Yi-Sung. Formerly the youngest chief researcher in this enterprise, the manager, some current rate balance for the reservation and re-recommend banning patient. Also, the order the characters introduce themselves in is the order the story chapters are in. So it was, Zombie Guy, then the Mellow Lady, then I already forgot. Well, we'll see. Ugh, no smoke and mirrors. I waited for him to see if he was being witty or something. But he just stared vacantly out the window, disinterested. I have crippling depression. Sigh, I can't believe you people aren't proper introduction to first step to fitting into society. Well, the society is what caused the problems in the first place. Call me Ismail, if you please. Alright, Ismail, if you please. Maybe it started by the fact to save your money. It's like make reasonable judgments without be looking at range, seeking self advice out. You mustn't forget to search out the body of water. She's a mermaid. I heard you glued our bodies back together from pieces. I look forward to working with you. She gave a polite bow before returning to her seat. For someone who emphasized not being a misfit, she didn't feel like the most amicable sort. Sorry to disappoint, cause I don't care too much for fitting in. That's what she said. Name's Heathcliff. Used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. Now I only wreck my marriage. Gregor, Roden, Sinclair, Yisong, Ishmael, Heathcliff, Don, Chisho, Quixote, Honglu, Rio, the Frenchman. I can never spell his name. It's always the French. Always the French. So Gregor. Man, so I gotta wait till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until I get the Ishmael. We'll see. Yeah, she seems like the most interesting character so far. I mean, according to my personal preferences. Not under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to buggers that got on my nerves. So watch it, you. I'm definitely allergic to cocky gaffers who think they can boss me around. Sit down, sucker. Alright, sorry, sir. Frenchman, I think, is the most interesting, but I'm also much further ahead. We shall see in about probably 6 months at this rate. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet. Your endgame. Avengers. This is my turn to speak at long last. I am Don I need to remember how to say that. Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Quixote. There is no centric aspect of the past weekend. I'm a fixer who shall sprint for the dream side with thee. 'Tis a pleasure. A fixer? This definitely feels like a term I used to know. God darn it, why didn't I remember anything from high school? Dost thou wish to know what a fixer is? I can answer thy question. Fixers are the protectors of the city. Perchance thou mayest struggle to remember the city. Yes. I believe I said this was for brief introductions. You bloody bellend. Don't make me say it twice. Next. My name is Hong Lu. I hope we can get along well. Generally, after becoming our company's assets that to become certain amount of friendly, occasionally we can make for it savory to food by certain it costs secret invitation or whatever. Wow, and look at you. Isn't that a fascinating head you got there? A popular model these days, I suppose. No, this isn't that kind of. It's not my cup of tea, though. The hell's wrong with your attitude? Heathcliff looked to be just moments away from swinging his bat. But when he noticed the red gaze laid on him, he grunted and sat himself back down. The rich kid, gotta love it. He can buy me stuff. Real shoe. As I say, every person has their own created, only right to perspective, the executive manager, but some treat you have difficulty and even simply pretend to sympathize you with another eyes sure gleams, you believe destroying his as I uncultured and step out for our cognitive or trouble handling. Sure is nice to meet you. At what point was I supposed to laugh? Marisol, please refer me to such, as such. Want clear and concise commands, requiring no judgment on his part. You're polite. This isn't anything special. I am simply behaving normally. I find that funny because there's a Honglu at work. He just goes full, I'm gonna turn my normal body into a weapon and I'm going to live in a robot body. Gosh darn AI, replacing all the sinners. I'm almost touched. Thanks. Yes. It felt as though something was gravely missed with him. I couldn't quite tell what. Could it be the robot hand? No, I think it's his mustache. The way she scanned me up and down was a little daunting. And also she shined that laser scanner in my eyes. And now I'm blind. I'm suing this company, even though I own it. I felt almost compelled to bow to her, but she stopped me with a motion of her hand. No, that's gauntlets. Please, I would never make my manager stoop before me. My name is Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. Conservative excellent advisor, but under capability as it is a tactic, making her tactical knowledge as unlike understanding records pertaining to this pass. You do not own it. I do now. I'm the CEO. Rudeness. Oh please, your magnanimity humbles me. I knew at first glance that you had what it takes to lead us. What? Well, most humans cause noise and friction as a result of confrontation. Some are able to reap mutual benefit from coming head to head. That's what she said. Just as one might seek out firm whetstones to best sharpen their blade. My blade is yours to wield, executive manager. I shall serve you with unrivaled devotion. That's reassuring. Thanks. I gave her an approving nod, even though I didn't get what she meant by her rudeness. I'm amazed at your ability to bootleg with such passion so soon after calling them a miserable thing. I think I get it now. You're all crazy. It seems I'm the last. Foss is the name. They redeveloped engine Mephistopheles. The bus operated by Limbus Company. Knowledge. Nerd. Yeah, you're a nerd. A genius with whom you're lucky to cross paths even once in your life. Ugh. Your reaction suggests that you're not convinced, Dante. Well, it's fine. You'll come to learn. All in due time. Learn what? That Faust is indeed a rare and brilliant mind. When a proverbial tree falls, its impact on the ground is a given fact. The impact on the environment is also a given fact. The world is burning. The observer's failure to perceive it has nothing to do with the truth of the matter. Okay, nerd. That's enough greetings. Dante, let me explain your job scope. You pour tea. That's your job. You mean, as the manager? You're asking if you're about to explain the job description of a manager. Come to think of it, the man with red eyes couldn't hear me, unlike the sinners. That's correct, Executive Manager Sergeant, Supreme Leader Dante. You will embark on a trip to the Inferno with the 12 sinners who just introduced themselves. The Inferno? Why should I go to hell? Actually, on second thought, completely justified. You're asking why they need to travel to the Inferno? Because treasure awaits at the end of the road. Would that suffice? I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something? They can't seem to understand you at all. Hablo español, por favor. I did not ask for your understanding, Dante. It was just a question of your consent. Screw the GDPR. We're taking all your data. You'll have to listen to me if you want to reclaim your memories and original head and your Facebook photos. Now, you have 3 hours until I post it to everyone on the internet. I mean, I do want them back, but thirst traps. They're hesitant. Miss Faust, what will we do if Dante keeps on refusing to cooperate? This was not a scenario we anticipated. Preposterous. Faust anticipates every possibility. Faust is a god. Faust good. Dante bad. Dante, once you've completed all your missions, you'll be able to engrave the aspect. It will be an aspect of the aspect. I can promise you that aspect. Aspect, a word that pierces through my mind. Even though my memories are gone, my underlying instincts respond strongly to it. And led by those instincts, I make my choice. Bye. See, they're nodding now. Good, then we can continue. By the way, Charon, why isn't the bus moving? Were you dozing off? The bus only snoozes at rest stops, Verg. Weirdos were hanging around in front of Mephi, Tennessee. I told you, Karen. If anything happens with the bus, you gotta let me know right away. Mephi? Who the hell was that? Mephistopheles, the name of this bus, and the engine that runs it. Powered by Windows 11. And Faust Magnum Opus Cordis. Magna cum laude. A most fitting ferry boat to bear us across the Inferno. Wouldn't you agree, Dante? I wasn't sure what he was getting at, so I turned away to look through the window instead of giving him a reply. Looks like they're another pack of dirty rats living in the back streets. Those gosh darn backstreet boys, you can hear them. They're approaching. This is just the right time, Dante. They should make perfect targets for practicing your command. Dante, I skipped over many details during our first battle. We were short on time after all. And they're getting closer. My heart will go on. However, without improvements to your strategic prowess, only defeat and slaughter lie in our path. And in turn, you'll have to endure pointless pain over and over again to revive us. Pain? To revive you? You mean, what happened earlier was? Nothing can make me feel more pain than the pain of existence. Yes, we were brought back to life because you turned back the clock. That expedition doesn't seem to be of any immediate urgency, Miss Faust. Save the chatter for later. Sinners, off the bus. Allow me to elaborate on the elements of combat. Fire, water, wind, earth. These are the 4 elements that make up our land. Tutorial. Actually, quite a bit. You're looking more useful than before, Dante. Maybe we can upgrade you to secretary. They all got the way save for one, though. Shouldn't we go after them? You're worried over the foes we lost. No need for concern. That's the direction we were heading anyways. Charon.
Pedal to the metal, up for an exciting ride.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Oh, is that the whole thing? Good, we can move on faster. Damn, Dante sounds tough. Yeah, he's a tough boy, but soft inside. He can't fathom the cruelty of this universe and the loneliness. Who am I? Give me a second. What is it? Also, hello, Mr. Meat Muncher or Mrs. Meat Muncher. How are you doing today? I am pretending I have never played this before, and not playing the story mode only. Greetings and salutations. Oh, I wrote this game out. I joined this company because I was told I'll be able to move forward without being held back. But right now, we're stuck in meaningless violence, like we're rats or something. Gosh darn Detroit. Tis not without meaning, we are vanquishing evildoers who attacked us. Ah yes, indubitably. Please just be quiet for a moment. Anyways, if all we'll be doing is beating people up like some hired thugs, I might have to reconsider my employment here in the near future. Well, we'll be beating up people with spiky bits and tasers. Alright, fine, I'll stay. Haven't you read your contract? Resignation is not permitted. Do you really think our contract has any sway at this point, given it's based on lies? Of course it does. Because there were no lies to begin with. You didn't think Mephicephalus was built to be a mere means of transportation, did you? Hey, who cut the cheese?
Mephi is always hungry. He keeps crying.
The bus gets hungry. When the engine ingests fuel, it yields a byproduct. Carbon monoxide. It's not a clean energy vehicle, and it's not compliant with state and local laws. Using that, you can grow more powerful. I'm sure Yi-sang knows this well, when all possibilities are drawn from the mirror. There is no limit to one's growth. Is the self in the mirror my reflection, or another being entirely? Is it someone that I can't recognize anymore, seeing the man I've become? A far stark contrast from the boy, the innocent boy. Possibilities. What exactly are you drawing out? I'm drawing a unicorn. It has a tail, and it's leaping over rainbows. Episode 6, go. Speedrun. I see, so this is what that was about. There is no need to get impatient, Ismail. As the bus makes its journey, you'll naturally die. The end. You'll naturally start taking on more important tasks than beating the life out of random crooks. Soon, you'll be beating the crap out of politicians and fighting Batman. I know you're eager to achieve your goals, but at least try to have some patience. Fine, back to TikTok then. Since this works by whisking out one of our limitless possibilities from the mirror works, it'll have overwritten a part of our memories. You'll get used to it in no time. Whoa, hang on. That sounds a bit dangerous, doesn't it? Don't it? What if I'm no longer my old self by the end? Heh wink. Don't mistake yourselves for the ship of Thesis. Oh my god, I call it Thesis. It was on Limbus Company. While it is true that you borrow the identities and their memories, the system is designated to ensure that you retain control over your own existence. Different though your reflection may be, it is bound to vanish once you walk away from the mirror. Also, I'm on hella drugs right now. How our capability grows ultimately depends on you, Manager Dante. It will be up to you to decide which figment of possibility fits each situation best. I believe that's what you call a metamorphosis, so you can call it a mephistephomorphosis. Yeah, I suppose could say it is a form of renaissance and transformation. You're losing your money, Ashen. You're gonna be bankrupt soon. Golly, where do you learn big words like that? I picked it up. My prior profession required meeting people from various walks of life. Transformation, huh? Done chatting. No. Keep chatting. More PogChamps in the chat. First we make way for the bus. You'll spend more time together than you'd ever ask for, so table that discussion for later. We're almost done with the chapter. Oh, did my mouse just die? Oh, thank God it didn't die. Possibilities. Road's clear, but Verg, Mephi could have run them over and pushed through just fine. Something just fell. I don't know what it was, I don't care. What was the possibility of putting me through all that fighting then? Virgilia stepped in at the sight of my rattling head and agitated gestures. Calm yourself, Dante. It's not right to ask a toddler to run when it has yet to take its first steps. Best take every opportunity there is to walk on your own feet before you smother the toddler. Before you make the run. Furthermore, Dante, as the manager, your job is to manage your staff. What do you mean? I thought it was just to sit in my office and play video games all day. And I am the guide. I decide the where and the how of our journey. Am I understood? Don't argue with me, or I'll kiss you. Am I supposed to not answer a question? You can't even hear me. I heard ticking. What did they say, Miss Faust? Nothing much. He just said you're a wimp and he's gonna kick your bitch ass. Kill him now. A little too verbose to be an affirmation. A nod should suffice going forward, Dante. Now, Mephi, off we go. Woohoo. How are you feeling, Charon? Extreme excitement about the walk on air, reports Charon. Chevron. Good. So, where are we going? Virgilius, they'd like to know the destination. Sigh, would I just tell you, Dante? We are going to White Castle. But just where are we going? With his side, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward. Getting some sliders. Oh, cheers. Broom broom. Fancier than my apartment. Also, this looks way more like a cable car than a bus. Oh no, I just cleaned that street. You're number 12. Nope, we're not civilized. 2, 6, 7, 9, 4, 8 is not available. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. I am not multilingual enough to know all these words. Hey, District D's on fire. Or District 4. Whoop, someone's texting me. Hold on. Limbus Company. Right. I'm just gonna... Yeah, just reading that email real quick. I feel so important I get emails. Oh, dang. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, anyways. That replayed, and we got up to... So there's 11. And there was one more fight we didn't do. Okay. And then we'll be all caught up. Berg. Blockage ahead. Permission to vroom vroom. Alright. Stop vacuuming into Limbus bus. The chatter was what finally got me to open my eyes. After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. It's also good for when you want to ignore all your problems. Not that there was much else to do on the bus whose destination was unknown to me. My lack of head and memory certainly didn't help either, and my lack of brain, and my lack of personality, and my lack of consciousness. Alright, let's proceed.
Okay, come here. Here come bumpity bumps. Expensive washer fluid. Berg said he paid a fortune. $7 whole.
The clump stuck to the window, gently dissolved, letting light through. Put the clumps back, please. Most of the people seated on the bus, sinners, fixed their gaze ahead with varied expressions in their eyes. I'm blind, I can't see. Not the light. It feels like a pretty gruesome scene, but based on the others' reactions, maybe this kind of violence is to be expected in the city. Freaking Detroit. Hey. It felt rather awkward to try and get another shut-eye again now that I was wide awake. Just then, a man with conspicuously overgrown stubble drew my attention. I mean glasses. Know where we're going right now. A feature far more conspicuous than his stubble made me slip. His pants were down. You almost called me Bug Guy, didn't you? Once again, my name is Gregor. The same way you're called Dante and not Clockface. But my name is Clucky McCluckface the Third Jr. I couldn't find any excuses, so I just gave back a light nod. Say, bus girly, where are we headed?
Once again, my name is Sharon, Karen, Chevron. The same way you're called Gregor and not Bad Guy.
Rules for thee, but not for me. She got you there, Gregor. She really did.
Berg said, the sinners will go to District 4. What? Oh, did the District 4 fall upon my ears? That place is known to be the home of the Grass Maiden. Tis the order of the heroine's journey, and trust the...
Bloody hell, you're rattling on and on and on. And on and on. Can't you just shut up and let us have some peace and quiet? Oh, I'm getting distracted again. My DHL shipment's en route. Again. Well, that's not a new update, that's the same update. You got my hopes up. I hate you now. I just want my package. Why, I had remained silent until mere moments ago. Don't you bloody argue with me. Hey, do you even realize you're the louder one here? Lass, pain is pain whether it kills you or not. Now flap that gob of yours again and see what happens. I make a valid point and you jump straight to violence. Real classy of you. I'm gonna kill you. For a moment I found myself contemplating. Why am I in this room with these idiots? Should I step in? Is this the part where I exercise my authority as the manager with dignity and grace? Faint memory urges me to do something. No, guys. It is inadvisable to lose your C. Tranches. To ride against noisy crying hogs and tails scragging. Oh, my face. Senseless violence shan't be forgiven. I will bring about justice. Taha. I knew this would happen. You got blood on my clothes. Look, do you guys really have to fight next to me? Did you just slap me? I'm gonna kill you. This is just crazy. We haven't even reached our destination and 3 people are dead already. And all because of infighting too. Can't even look away for a minute without things going sideways, can I? You 4, cleaning duty for the next month. Such unfairness. I merely sought the hand of justice.
Hang on. Tell them to do my laundry too. Rods ain't don't wash off as easily as wine. It wasn't cheap, you know, this getup.
No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors to be littering the floor. We did write them a ticket, though. Maybe they're already taking their unlimited revivals for granted. Problem is, I don't even know how exactly I'm supposed to bring them back. Maybe I gotta throw a stratagem. Dante, I'd like you to turn the clock back. Turn the clock. So that's what you look like when you're puzzled. I'll keep that in mind. Miss Faust. Yes. Virgilius gives Faust a tired nod and gestures to me. Kill him. She lets out a small sigh, but came to my seat, probably out of a sense of obligation. It's the same thing you did the day we first met, Dante. Though I suppose that was more of an instinctive reaction. When you combine sodium with water, it explodes. Now, let's try again. Close your eyes. Mwah. Though I have no eyes to close, blocking out my sight is something I've done. It's to hide from all my insecurities. I had no reason not to follow Faust's instruction here. In fact, the door is everywhere. However, only you can see it, for the stars in your sky have not fallen. At that, I felt a sliver of light easing into my sight. I let it come to me the same way I'd opened my eyes. And then, an expanse of space laid itself ahead. Oh my god, it's a Death Star! There I was, alone. So in other words, nothing new. With a massive door that stood before me. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Good architecture, though. I see the Italian influence. Waves of suffocating heat and cries of agony escape through the gap. My mind almost blacks out at the sound of the incessant lamentations and wailing. However, I find myself approaching the door still, grasping at its handles as if it's the most natural thing to do. Despite appearing rather ponderous, the door opened without much resistance. Welcome to Kappa Delta Phi, this new sorority club. Everyone do the hand wave. Yay, yay. I run my hand along the inside of the door. Thousands upon thousands of cacophonous wailings lie within. We are Kappa Delta Phi. Everyone come and die. Hooray. Go team. And reaching further inside, I grab a few outstretched hands. I can feel the histories of different sins, each bearing a brand of its own, crawling along my hand and up my arm. This was the Battle of 1873 at North Creek, and that's Hitler. Art thou prepared to share the pain? Could that have been a question, or rather, pressure to comply? With all my strength, I yank out the cinders clinging to my hand from the door. A terrible pain spreads through my neck and head. From the head mashing. Too much. My neck hurts. A torture so unbearable I had taken death over it, and it refused to let up. Not the migraines. The sensation of bones and muscles twisting and entangling with each other goes on for what feels like an eternity. My untrained legs buckle under the unbearable pain, and I drop to my knees onto the pool of blood. And then I see it. The vibrating surface of the red, viscous liquid bubbling and splatting as pain grows even worse. Delicious jello. Soon the blood soaked in the ground coagulated and fused into three separate masses. Cherry jelly, tomato sauce, and I don't know what else is red in food. Then the pain that seemed to go on forever disappeared just like that. Morning already? As the lumps of blood rose into the air and flew off, the terrible red haze cleared from my vision, and I was once again returned to the rumbling bus. What's it like coming back from a decapitation? Did your heart race? As soon as Heathcliff comes to, he rubs his neck, hisses out a few curses, and stomps toward Ryoshu. Hold on, I just brought you back and you're going to straight into another fight? Best of 16, let's go! Yeah, WWE! Heathcliff whips around to glare at me, eyes blinded with fury. You have anger issues, man. It's your job to bring us back anyway, isn't it? Is that done? Then piss off before I smash in that bloody clock you call a head. You're fired.
Please? Wait. Dante looks like you're in a lot of pain. We should really stop. Heathcliff does not wait for Sinclair to finish his speech and slams his steel bat into the young man's skull. Poor guy. Welcome to the real world. The bus filled with Sinclair's choking, unintelligible gurgles as he lay dying. Next time, Clockface, it will be your noggin getting bashed. That clear enough? Guess you really are as much as a scumbag as you look. Douche. Dying once not enough for you? Heathcliff tightens his grip on the bat, while Ishmael readies to swing her mace. How did I end up managing a bunch of people who stay the same wrecks even after literally coming back from death? I mean, I can't talk, I'm an alcoholic. I just keep drinking and I can't stop. Dante. I'm Dante. As my mind wandered, a sinister chill swept in and froze attention in the bus into total silence. It seems we are overdue for some proper discipline. The sinners who had been seconds away from jumping at each other's throats came to an immediate standstill, as a pair of red eyes raked over them with a freezing, merciless glare. Rule number 1. If it exists, do not let me hear weapons clashing inside the bus. Any of you break this rule from this moment on, you will be begging me to kill you before I'm done. I'm sure you're aware that I'm capable of far more than just that. Yes. Sinclair's death throes were the only sound that broke the silence. Heathcliff glowered at Virgilius, but didn't dare argue back. Apologies, Dante. I need you to rewind the clock again. Again? I quickly shook my head. There was no way I was putting myself through that again. It hurt so much that death seemed downright merciful. The ghost of a smile on Virgilius' face evaporates as his expression hardens. Best to open that door while I'm still feeling generous enough to ask you nicely, Manager Dante. Oh, and if it is the pain you fear, if that is why you're shaking your head, I will gladly help you with that. Here's some Tylenol and ibuprofen. Get a prescription from the local pharmacy. The agony of rewinding won't even make you bat an eye once I'm finished. A surefire way to boost your pain tolerance, don't you think? Yeah, you like that, don't you? Did I hear you correctly? Our manager clearly declined your request. This interruption is ill-timed. I was informed that when I joined the company that the executive manager would be my superior, not you. I would like to say that the manager has made themselves perfectly clear by shaking their head. I see, so the aide has decided to step in now, is that? Then let me make myself perfectly clear to you as well. Virgilius' eyes turned a deeper shade of red, sharpening that bone-cold stare. I don't really know what I'm meant to do as the manager, or if I deserve to take this role. But that won't stop me from reaping the higher pay and benefits and feeling all-powerful. Get to work, peasants. But I felt that I should at least stop things from spiraling into an even bigger mess. Kinda like my life. Bringing back one sinner should hurt less than reviving all 12 at once. Otis, I'll rewind the clock. The clock. It's okay. Virgilius caught me frantically gesturing for Otis to stand down, and the red gleam in his eyes faded. A wise decision.
As you wish, executive manager, supreme leader, wimpy man. Otis looked like she had more to say, but quickly backed off and snapped into attention. The red door greeted me, bringing with it the sickening sensation of my bones and muscles churning and contorting against one another. I cramped my leg. My spleen. I decided to stop describing the pain to myself going forward. I, however, did convey it through an interpretive dance. It's not the sort of torture I could ever put a name on anyway. So let's call it Jerry. Thank you. Sinclair stood up with a pained moan, and bowed in appreciation before tottering back to his seat. Alright, so there is food right now, and I'm hungry. But I kind of want to catch back up today also. So, why don't I put you all in intermission? You can chat along yourselves and gamble, if you would like. Or you can just leave me, it's okay, I know. I'm not important, you know. No one likes me. I've been forever alone. But yeah, anyways, here's some points. Where is it? Add points all or add points 10? Okay, that's the wrong way. Lies. I'm trying to guilt trip everyone solely. Just let me have this. I'm trying to make everyone sympathize with me. You are my friend, though. Never. But yeah, I'm going to figure out how to add these points first of all. I expect pics of food. Yes, ma'am, Sergeant. You're the supreme leader now. Alright. Alright, here's some points. See you in like 15 minutes. Also, I should probably mute my mic. That's probably a good idea. Oh. Did I scare you? I'm back. Yeah, I don't really... I've never really taken a break like that during a stream. Usually I just sit here and rot like a potato for hours and hours without stretching. Which I actually haven't done either, so let's just do that. Yeah, I don't know, this feels kind of weird to just leave the computer with the stream running for like 15-20 minutes. I mean, I guess people do it. Yeah, I need to clear my throat a lot, because I was eating. Was that at least good? Fries look good? Yeah, I mean, it's fast food, you can't really go wrong. Well, I mean, I guess some people can manage to screw up fries, but yeah, good. Tasty. Potatoes with ketchup and a burger. Yeah. Alright, Limbus. Press A, I have a matter to inquire. Don... Shio... I need to figure out how to say this. I feel like I know what's supposed to be said, but... Quixote. Quixote. Don Quixote suddenly raised her hand. Inquire. Clearly, I understood the first rule well. What then is the second rule? Good grief. Did you really have to go out of your way to ask? Oh no, my USB disconnected. Hey senpai, how are you doing? Also, I don't know if that actually played. Hold on, let me send a quick test. Darn, how did that happen? You didn't hear it? I scammed you. It's been 6 days since I've seen my waifu. Well, that worked. Well, I heard that. Was that one audible? I mean, it is playing. I'll be praying for your success. Because you definitely need God for that. Oh, you heard them solely? Yeah, that seems to be working. That's kind of weird. Well, I will play the USB sound just for you. If I can figure out how to. I can. Ding dong. Alright, it's disconnected. Maybe it was just a one for the bits. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that later. Virgilius saw the cold stare at Ryoshi, who had just lit a cigarette. She returned the look with an unreadable expression on her face. Also, by the way, how are you doing, senpai? Good to see you around again. Rule number 2. No littering cigarette butts on the bus. They leave burn marks. I feel like my voice is super stressed now. Doing well. How about you? I'm doing alright. Still, I just, like, started to wake up at like 3 p.m. Yeah, other than that, got back from the trip, tired as hell. And now it's back to the never-ending grind again of having a job. And also putting off all the stuff I want to do. But never do, because I'm lazy. Anyways, isn't this a happy occasion? Well, the bus falls silent again. Hold on. Yeah, my throat's good. Hold on, the bus shouldn't be this quiet. Where's the engine's roar? That's fair. Glad you had a good trips. Thank you. Also, hopefully that Tangia thing actually worked. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Kieran, why aren't you speeding up? No food. Mephi is hungry. Good, we can use something to lift the mood. Anyways, my parents were killed when I was 9. And, I have crippling depression and bipolar disorder. Could he be suggesting a fuel stop? With these gas prices, Jesus Christ. Just walk. The idea of Virgilius casually plugging a fuel nozzle into the bus, like some normal person at a pump, felt strangely out of place. Hold on. I need to do this road thing again. Maybe I just need to start doing vocal warm-ups. A vehicle needs fuel to run. Kieran, try flashing the headlights a bit, like stage lights. It's dance timey. Wait a minute, that's like an open invitation for highwaymen to come rob us. Those darn construction workers. Taking all our money. That appears to be the intent. Sorry. Ow, holy crap, that was loud. I could hear someone pounding against the bus's steel plating outside. Also, I hope the water faucet isn't audible, but it's very audible in my left ear. Hey, leave all your stuff behind and get off. You got 30 seconds. 10, 9. Hey, you skip 20 seconds. Then 20 seconds for you to say your prayers. Now, 7, 6, 14, 24. The square root of 927 divided by the derivative of x squared plus b. Sigh, why am I surrounded by dullards left and right? Who gives a crap about calculus? What did you just say?
How cowardly of them to ambush us. Verily, they must be villains without a shred of doubt. Aha.
Alright, everyone off. And one more thing. We want him half dead, not dead. Clear. Well, you can use me as fuel then. Aha. 'Tis a good morrow. Right. The bus deck. A deep, guttural rumble erupts as the side of the bus heaves and splits open. A number of human shapes littered the ground before the bus's gaping maw, some still conscious, others no longer in one piece. The maw then stretched even wider, and for lack of a better word, started chewing through the bodies. Oh. Every bite came fast and voracious, like a Jack-in-the-Box burger and fries just being consumed. I love burgers. Ryoshu took in the spectacle with clear satisfaction, as though determined to savor every moment of it. Off to the side, Sinclair looked visibly shaken. Yeah, you're gonna keep hearing me clear my throat. Everyone here is so... We're surrounded by insane people. You think so too, don't you? No, I'm the insane person. The way he reacted made me wonder what history the sinners carried. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Whatever happened before my head got replaced with a clock is a complete mystery, but as far as I can tell, I was basically forced into the company. And maybe they're not so different from me, or so I thought until... Sinclair bowed his head, as if I had hit a raw nerve, and had a stroke, and can't pronounce things anymore. That's right. This was my choice. I'll get used to all this, won't I? He was muttering under his breath like he wasn't talking to me at all. Why won't anyone talk to me? Just a date. I would have done even if the company sought me not. Yes, lo yes, host of evil dwarf knight, haha. That was kind of a short one. Enkephalon. 14, that's a bad number. Seriously, when was the last time I actually got to stuff myself? I swear, this lump of metal's eating better than we do. Hey, that's my wife, don't call her a lump of metal. Do mind that all meals are portioned in appropriate amounts. It's nowhere near enough to get me going. I thought I'd heard Heathcliff shouting, "You think I'm doing this on a full stomach? Stomach. In the distance, but Radia seemed to pretend she heard nothing. Speaking of... Does this bus run on stuff like blood or protein? It's enkephalon, an energy source extracted by Lobotomy Corporation. Makes you hella high. The previous L Corporate, I heard it uses singularity to produce energy. Now that the wing's fallen, all that's left is its rubble. Correct, which is why it's become a rarity these days. So, $200 for 1 gram. What do you say, Ishmael? However, Mephistopheles is capable of forcefully extracting enkephalon from the body. The body. I could not help but fixate on that word as I looked back and forth between the chewing maw of the bus and Otis, who was barking orders at the other sinners. Jesus Christ, split it into separate sentences. Yes, enkephalon can only be extracted from the brain and the spinal nerves. So, we got none to extract from you. Off you go. It can be harvested from live subjects at greater efficiency. So that's why Virgilius told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay then. One might ask, then why feed the whole body? The answer is simply that their blood and muscle tissue can also be processed into fuel. Think globally, act locally, clean energy. While enkephalon is used to generate ignition and thrust, the leftover organic matter is used to sustain velocity, which in turn reduces the bus's enkephalon demand. Yeah, so could we just put a V8 in there? A hybrid. Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle's fuel is taken from the branch facilities, and that harvesting enkephalin from human bodies won't be sufficient in the long run. She then went over the logistics supply chain, and she went over all of our different providers. Most of it went straight over my head, though. Well, that's complicated, but I get you're in for some tough work. Not at all. No work is tough for Faust. By the way, I don't want a job. If anyone's doing the heavy lifting, it'd be us. Hey, manager bud, more incoming. And then we fought, and did this legit. This is a real playthrough. Yuri. Sounds interesting. Hey, that's enough of that. Hey, that's enough of that. Our guest will be here any moment. Virgilia said, poking his head out the window. Yes, who? I have determined that we will need a guide as this is our first trip to a dungeon. But I've been here before. What? Excuse me. Are you the people from Limbus Company? Someone approaches us with an apparent hesitation. She then died, the end. You sure look like it. The bus had just about finished its meal and was crunching down on its last bits of bone. Crunchy. Yuri watched it indifferently before introducing herself. I'm Yuri, a former employee of the previous L Corp, and I'm building the next employee of the next L Corp, W Corp, WXYZ Corp employee, yes. I look forward to working with you. Previous L Corp, you mean? Has to be Lobotomy Corporation. Correct. We will move on to explore the former branch facilities of Lobotomy Corporation. That is, the fallen L Corp. L plus ratio. I wouldn't have taken this job if I were you, even if someone specifically requested me. For 20 bucks, alright, fine. I doubt the end of your employment here left any pleasant memories, it being a fallen wing and all. What are you on about? Fallen wing or not, a huge payday will turn any brutal work into a charming memory. I heard those facilities are still crawling with monsters even now. Not monsters, abnormalities. You know, the nerds, the Comic-Con fans, the weeaboos, the furries. They all lived there. And the VTubers. Regardless, what you said is true, but it is also a home to more important things than those entities. In the deepest zones of these branch facilities are plant-like growth that have only recently begun to form, the essence of L Corp's technology. Dante, if you remember what I said a few days back, I offered you the chance to eventually engrave your aspect. Once this essence, the golden bows, is retrieved, it will be as easy as pie. Hearing the word aspect still makes my head ache. A S S P E C T E C aspect. Wrong. Darn it. What exactly was I trying to do? There's no need to rouse your brain trying to remember what you can't. It will all come back in due time. I returned a slow nod to Faust's placid advice. And then I completely ignored it and went about my life. Alright, for now, I should focus on what my present self is able to process. Clearly it's not mucus. And if it's lobotomy corpora scouring, we might come across some encephalin chew. Oh, does this mean we won't have to feed more people to our vehicle? No, but we do need to field more. Yeah, you know what, screw the joke, I don't care. We could also grab some ego if we're lucky, so that's 3 rats with 1 stone. I already have all the ego I need. I'm better than you all. Ego, that's an unknown term that makes me tilt my head. In any case, it seems rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And apparently, I wasn't the only one who thought so. So, Miss Yuri, what have you been up to after L-Corp? Gregor flashed what looks like his best attempt at a kind smile at our new passenger, hoping to strike up a conversation. Kill him. The corners of his eyes twitched from forcing a facial expression he obviously wasn't used to, but I pretended not to notice. It appears to me that thou art an honorable fixer. It said that all fixers exude the noble scent of heroes. Aha. As Yuri gave a slight nod, I heard Ismail release a deep sigh. I don't know who gave you that idea, but fixers are anything but noble or heroic. The only scene you'll smell is the miserable stink of wage slaves. And also, it's pronounced Leviosa, not Leviosa. It couldn't have been easy to find another job so soon. Good that you're holding up. For now, I'm just a contract worker. That explains why you decided to come crawling back here. Did they promise you a team leader position or something in exchange for a major find in what's left of your previous workplace? Also, are you a Ravenclaw? You look like a Ravenclaw. My contracts might get extended if I return with results. Right. Strong performance becomes a life or death matter if you're aiming for a permanent spot. Sigh, and what a pointless life that is. All the sarcasm. Someone grinding your gears. I don't know. Every single thing I'm hearing right now is getting on my nerves. Whoops. Almost burped right into your faces. Seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude, Yuri quietly took an empty seat. Yeah, I don't know what's with this game, but it seems like every time I play it, my voice just gives out. But I'm better equipped 7 months later, so I'm pushing through it. Glancing between the two of them, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. I don't think I'll ever get used to being around these people. You want to fit in fast if you want to make your job easier, Dante. Charon, time to go. Our guest has taken her seat. Miffy's term arrived. Karen's raring to drive. I'm still alive. Bars. Mm-hmm. 6. Map. Excuse me? Customer support. I've been waiting here for 10 minutes and no associates helped me. I don't remember showing you my map. How do you know where we are going? No answers were returned, but the bus keeps speeding anyway. Oh my god, that highway patrol, they're pulling us over.
by using intuition. Sharon's intuition. Pinky hair. Explain why you're wagging that odd paper in Karen's face. Because you keep going in weird directions. Take a look at this map. Our destination is to the southeast of here. Called Florida. Karen reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance as she couldn't continue to ignore it when it was shoved right in her face. They then got into a car accident and everyone died. The end. Follow the heart. That's where the true path lies. Here, we all must follow as our hearts lead. You're just admitting that you can't read a map. Well, at least I can read. You took the words right out my mouth. Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync. But we don't sync here. Ew, did our driver make a new friend? Pinky keeps on blabbering. I know the way. Also, she's red. Why is she called pink? No, I mean, we're headed in the wrong direction. Look ahead. More obstacles. Don't I room? No, Charon. You don't room. No zoom, and no boom. Hold on a moment. Ow. Okay, look, nice little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fall asleep, bye. Looky, nice bus you got there. Won't you give me a ride? I guess Mephistopheles could use a helping of dessert. Get on down. It needs to be fed just a bit more. Oh my god, this ice cream sundae is delicious. Thanks for letting me on here. No problem, sir. Now get in the bus. Now, Charon, tell me, is this east or west? Charon only knows two directions. Mephi's front and back. Screw side view mirrors. How did you come so far if a driver has zero sense of direction? Karen, like I said, the sun rises from the horizon. At the driver's seat, three heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others. They were at 11,000 feet, there was no oxygen, then they died and fell to earth, and then their body hit the bus, and then the bus crashed and they all died. The end. Ooh, Chiquita, aren't you going to join them too? I beg your pardon, I am no child, and I am most certainly not little. Watching done. Chiote? Shake her fist sky high at Radia. I notice a bitter gaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. I'm starting to think that Yuri might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor cast a quick glance towards me, shook his head, and went back to watching the driver's side with his chin propped on his hand. Wouldn't be on the youngest side either. Some nests used to conscript anyone old enough to hold a knife. So you gotta be 21 or older. Nest, they explained that a nest is basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past. Now they just kill each other and stab each other. Does that happen often? Not frequently, but it sure as hell did happen. Interested in learning about wars, Manager Bud?
Oh, I'm not really curious about the details, just gathering info I should know as the manager. Like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Just as I went to speak again, a sideways glimpse of the look on Gregor's face made me pause. Bombastic side-eye. He had this faraway look in his eyes, as though he was staring past the driver's seat. Don't get me wrong, Manager Bud. I'm not calling you out or anything. Heck, it's actually a pretty stand-up attitude for a boss, I'd say. He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket. Still, ignorance is bliss. If you ask me, I think you should save it while you still can. Savor it while you still can. Or it's the kind of knowledge that sticks to you and never lets go. Without another word, he lit a cigarette and set the world on fire. There will be chaos, and there will be blood. No, you should have turned right at that intersection. It's okay, Karen. We can turn around at the next junction. The woes of a driver. Well, it looks like we have more pressing matters at hand. Like, why are we in Bolivia right now? This isn't the train station. Ain't that right, Manager Bud? Gregor chuckled, each snort sending a puff from his smoke-filled mouth. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on other things for now. Because as if on cue, an urgent matter presented itself right before our eyes, or rather, right at the doorstep of our bus. Your Amazon package has been delivered. Here is a photo of the delivery. Enough squabbling now. You shoved my pals into that bus, you sick bastards. Are you nuts? You'll pay for this. We were just gonna leave the bus, but now I gotta see you all bleed. Berg, the fuel is acting up. Aaron gets woozy when Minnie Mouse start being noisy. Nothing to worry about, Karen. They'll shut their mouth soon enough.
Oh, anyways, I went to the mall yesterday with Jessica. Jessica was saying how pretty I was, and we bought all this fancy shoes and stuff, and
kill him right now. Off the bus. Alright, we're almost caught up. Almost caught up. Okay, let's go look at the map again. Karen, could you please focus? A question reared its head as I stared at the trio arguing over the map once again. This bus was made specifically for Limbus Company, right? It was an asset drawn for the game. It was made exclusively for us, to be more precise. Isn't that basically what I said? You don't appear to be catching the nuance. That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Must have read the text dialogue. Is the clock broken or something? Am I broken inside? Yes. I can tell as much without hearing it verbalize. There is nothing that Faust doesn't know after all. Capital of Tennessee? Know it. Third planet from the sun? Know it. Anyways, it must have taken a long time to get out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side. It only took the expected amount of time. 5 billion years. The planets were created,
and then down from heaven came the Limbus. Screw your story. She's downright oppressive to talk to. Faust is a well-renowned genius. She knows the ins and outs of the city.
But if you're so smart, why don't you help those twits at the driver's side figure out the way? Can't sleep a wink with their constant bickering.
Faust is no meddler. She ain't no snitch. She answers questions, but doesn't intervene without being asked first. Additionally, there is no greater joy for a human being than to ponder on problems in order to grasp an answer. Faust would rather not spoil that delight. Nerd! He wouldn't get it. I doubt he's pondered on anything ever.
You would be right. I saw Heathcliff's grip on the Bat Titan, however. With Virgilius casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. And tied his knees, and tapped his legs, and did a backflip, and contorted his eyes, and everything in his body parts. His digestive system, it went growl, and his lymphatic system was hypersensitive. I wonder why they're always so prickly. You and me both, Manager Bud. You and me both. With Gregor quietly snickering, the bus resumed its ride. Piss. Ooh, Greg, you know those people. Give me a break. I don't have friends. There's no way I'd know someone in the corner of the back streets. Gregor's face stiffens the moment he looks out the window. Jeffrey, is that you? I haven't seen you since grade school. Buckheads. Unlike the other enemies we'd run into, they were part insectoid. Gosh, Dante, thank goodness you got a clock for a head. I would have gagged every time I looked at you if you were a huge bug like them. Well, I actually removed the mask. Isn't that the same type of augmentation you have, Gregor? They transplant those disgusting bug heads onto their necks on purpose. You better stay away. Wouldn't want to get infected and turn into a bug nah. Bug ya. Eek, are you serious? Just a joke. Do I have a weird sense of humor or what? Yes. Stop saying 6'7". Gregor scratched the back of his head awkwardly as the bus made a dragging rumble and came to a deflating halt. Most former G-Corp employees were given biomimetic augmentation procedures like Gregor was. They also got a Brazilian butt job. You used to work for the old G-Corp, Gregor. Heard back then they were... Ishmael frowned as if she'd remembered something unpleasant, but didn't elaborate further. Gregor managed to smile, but his hardened features didn't relax in the slightest. That plastic surgery really getting to him. I forgot what you sound like. I wonder, where do people like them sleep at night? For many, the sky is the roof over their head, and the stars are their firelight. Ah, so they're the poetic sort. Roses are red, violets are blue. Don't come near me, or I'll frickin' shoot you. I don't think that's what he meant. And I see they're bent on standing in our way. Aren't you going to get off, Gregor? Mind telling me why you're singling me out? Well, I'd rather not be the one to ramble about someone else's history. So anyways, guys, look at his browsing history. He was watching anime. Haha. Take the lead, Gregor. You know the reason full well. You have a crush. You're one nasty fellow. But so am I. A cluster of insect-headed soldiers were gathered close to the bus. I'm not too fond of taking the lead. What are you? Why does your arm look like ours? Hold on. I've seen that face before. Mostly on flyers and magazine covers, I'd bet. Can I get your autograph? Gregor, do you know them from somewhere? Not really important right now, manager. Now's not really the time to be digging into the past. That arm bothers me, but whatever. Point is, I can't let you through. Is that so? I suppose we can't talk this out. Anyways, shouldn't they at least cover those insect parts before coming out where people can see them? Jesus Christ, there's children here. No, there isn't. This is the 18+ stream. No children allowed. They make kids cry. So do I. We're all freaking weirdos. Couldn't they have made their parts less conspicuous like yours, Greg? I'm a special case. The procedure makes those buggy-wuggy parts grow on the head most of the time. And sometimes between my legs. Although, I'm not sure if I should consider myself lucky. It feels like they're trying to stop us from getting to the branch facility for some reason. Are they after the golden bow too? Oh my god, so fancy. Maybe. There are many who seek the essence after all. And I'm sure they all have their own wishes. Isn't that so? Why are you all looking at me? I'm just as lost as the others are. Ten. We're here. Karen knew the way all along. No, you didn't. Sinclair and I were next to you the whole time, pointing you in the right direction. I'm just glad you finally learned how to tell southeast from northeast now, Karen. So this is the old L Corp. L? This is my first time seeing it for myself too. It can't have been long since that happened. The Battle of Hogwarts. I miss Dumbledore. My goodness, how does a building get this run down? So the posh lad can't even handle seeing a grotty place, Cut the chatter. Off the bus, now. There are people over there. They're fixers from the same office as Miss Yuri. They are experienced explorers who have delved through the branch facilities of L Corp a number of times. See, you can hear them right now. Ola, can you help us find the tree? I'm the map. Oh my god, they're dangerous. An introduction then. The person on the left is Hopkins, and the one on the right is Aya. And this is the backpack. Hello. Red Goose, it's such an honor to meet you. I've heard so many stories of your city. To see you in person, see the shabby warehouse there? That's where the stairs leading down to the branch facility are. From there on, Yuri will be your guide. Yeah. These fixers aren't rookies either. Count on them to deal with any complications. That should be enough, yeah. This is as far as I can accompany you. I'll be waiting back at the Wait a minute. Didn't we park here? Someone stole the bus. Wait. What? You're sorely mistaken if you expect me to babysit you forever, Dante. You're leaving me dead. You're saying you're just gonna take a backseat while we do all the work? If I get myself involved, the expedition would be a little too free of challenge, wouldn't it? It'll turn into a happy little tour. There are no accidents. In other words, you want us to come back red, black, and blue. America. That's the sort of thing people say when they're hiding something. Think as you'd like. I got you guides and all. I read the Wikipedia page. I went to GameSpot. I read the whole tutorial. And the walkthrough. Now go make it count. And get all those gold coins. Yes, I certainly won't disappoint you, Mr. Red Goose. Your luscious red eyes.
I'll try my best, I suppose.
$11. Dante. A word. Porcupine. While the others were busy exchanging greetings, Virgilius called me over to a secluded corner. Let me warn you in advance that guides are only grade 8 fixers. Grade 8? It means they're low-ranked drudges, errands being their main task. Put them to work, but don't rely on them. In other words, they're not dependable enough. I nodded to let him know that I understood his point. Meat shields. You might be the only one on the bus I can talk to in any meaningful way. Well, best of luck, Dante. Virgilius gave my shoulder a pat with a crooked smile, then slowly made his way back to the bus. My shoulder's broken. What was the last one? It's locked. Did I not make it that far? Alright, you know what? That's probably another story, isn't it? Well, we're all caught up. Good. Now... what's the main story again? It's not this one. Braxton Railway? How do you get to the main story? Good question.
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어. 하루가 저물어가는 동안
That's announcements.
서 있을 뿐이었어.
Well, when in doubt, Google. Limbus Company, main story, where to go, and menu. Click the drive button on the bottom. Click the Inferno button on the top. Okay. Drive. Inferno. Oh, it's right freaking there. Right, so we did that, we did that, we did that. Ding. And we need this one now. Alright, we went through all those different things, didn't we? Yeah. Can I replay these stories here? Let's forfeit the whole thing. Hopefully it'll let me redo the whole thing again.
하루가 저물어가는 동안
Inferno. Yeah, so that's there. And then here. Enter. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, who needs to read? I don't. Designate the identities who will enter the dungeon with you. You can adjust your team once inside, so choose wisely. When you're prepared, enter the thingy. Yeah, go.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
Oh, nice. Okay, we can restart. Good. We entered the worn-down building of L Corp's branch facility. The deeper we advanced into the dark ahead, the awful stench rising from the underground floor only grew stronger. Ugh, the smell.
냄새가
It's awful.
지독해요.
You smell, Dante. It wasn't me, I swear. I can feel the waste collecting in my lungs. Don't do drugs, kids.
되려
The odor is so intense, it circles back around to refreshing.
다시 한번 말씀드리지만
Let me warn you one last time.
전투가 끝나도
If you die here, in the game, you die in real life. Dante won't be able to revive you, even when the battle is finished. Revive?
유행하는 개그인가
Must be a popular joke or something. Ew, I can't even follow the kind of stories that are going around in the city these days.
They seem to have misunderstood us. But seeing as Faust made no comment on it, I decided not to add my input. Because we can now almost make out the sources of a rancid smell before our very eyes. Looks like they've been dead for a while.
정확한 관측이십니다.
An astute observation, executive manager. The corpses have reached a stage of active decay. Soon it'll go through nuclear fission
잔치라도 여는
and
모양이네.
create a chain reaction that explodes this entire place. Blah, the bugs are having a feast over here.
얼른 서두르자고.
Let's just hurry along.
응?
Something up, Gregor, babe. Are you scared of bugs? You don't like the little buggy wuggies?
이건 노파심인데
No, well, I believe you're not so immature as to shove dead bugs in people's faces. Boo!
하지 않을 거라비. 아이!
But Jesse, yeah, by the way, you think that's funny? Yes. I mean, it is hilarious. Who would have thought that you, of all people, be scared of these creepy crawlies? By the way, that leech is sucking out all your blood.
그래. 그렇게 싫었어?
Greg, did it bother you that much?
됐어.
Forget it.
거기 장난은 그만.
You there, stop with your mischief this instant. Do not cause additional concerns for our manager.
잠깐.
Hold on, this body here, it's still warm. Hope don't need these mittens anymore.
공격받은 건
Such is the sign of a recent attack. The gloom that had cast over Yuri's face cleared after observing the bodies.
우리 아니
Oh my god, they died so peacefully.
직원들은 아니네요.
These aren't our, I mean, laboratory, lobotomy corporation's employees.
여긴 이제
I heard these buried facilities are considered pure gold mines now, attracting all sorts looking for a jackpot. Phrases like the lobotomy dream or the encephalon rush are apparently starting to catch on amongst fixers and syndicates. Lord, E-Rush. Got a nice ring to it. Sigh, really appreciate the input. Totally worth the long silence.
그러한
Is such a frivolous use of English not prone to blurring the original meaning? That's what I'm saying. You seem to be talking a lot more than usual, Yi-sung.
이상하오?
Does that reflect strangely? Yeah, shut up. He was never really the quiet sort. He only had a shift recently. He's emo.
관찰력이 높은 졸개가 많아지는
It's not a bad thing to have more lackeys with keen eyes.
계속 지금의
Or
상태를
meat shields.
유지해줬으면 좋겠군.
I'd like you to keep that up. Let us march. No, I want an April.
캡틴 같구려.
You make yourself look like the captain here. I dare say that role belongs to the manager.
제가
Please forgive my insolence, executive manager. Frowning as though she were caught off guard, Otis bows to me as she apologizes. No, it's nothing. Let's head down. Most of the corpse's body parts were morphed in bizarre ways. They used Gaussian blur and puppet warp. One had insect wings protruding from their intestines, and another had horribly twisted antennae hanging down. Do the chain hang low and These look kinda similar to the sugs we ran into just before, don't they? You mean those bug-headed people? Bug eyes? Quiet, I'm seeing uniform tangos ahead. As Otis noted, multiple figures could be seen down the corridor. The Towers of Mordor. Uniform? What's that?
거동 수상자.
Unidentified targets. Possibly hostile. I'm sure we all had the same idea as to what Otis was referring to. The enigmatic abnormalities that might be roaming this facility, as Faust mentioned.
Spider-Man, I wanna be Spider-Man.
Do you watch My Hero Academia? Yeah! That might be what those shadowy figures are. We have no choice but to face them.
어이, 거기 누구야?
Hey, who goes there? Why aren't you reading my manga? What we confronted weren't the creatures we anticipated, but people. It was too early to be relieved, though.
뭐야?
I thought we were the only people around here.
입구 쪽에서 처리를 못.
Did they slip past our team at the entrance? These scavengers keep coming one after the other.
어이 벌레들.
Oi, bug boogers. Bugs Bunny. You friend with the bodies back there? Bodies? You bastards didn't.
잠깐.
Wait.
어디서 온 찌꺼기들이.
I don't know what hole you scum crawled out of, but hear me out. We are starting a revolution. Sign the petition now. Alright, kill him.
어차피 너희도
You're here for the encephalon, aren't you? If you go just one floor down, there's a treasure trove just waiting to be nabbed.
거기는 너희에게.
Whatever's on that floor is yours. We'll just take what we can here and be on our way. Ah, haha.
알았고.
So you recognize me, huh? The moment the soldier's eyes landed on Gregor's face, their thin veil of affability crumbled.
배신자 녀석.
You fucking traitor. Gosh darn traitor Joes. You must have been dispatched to the front lines too. Don't I look better in real life than I do on those flyers?
헛소리 집어쳐.
Cut the crap. I can't believe I used to salute to your face. Now I'm saluting to your shins. I can't get up. Whoa, easy there. It's not like you have to salute me in person.
너는 그 가짜는 특히
You didn't suffer from a single side effect, did you? You got to live a normal life, all thanks to that damn privilege of yours. You see, it's all about the 1%, the capitalists, holding down the common class.
우린 아니었어.
We never even got a chance, you two-faced piece of shit. They discarded us like the trash. The moment we lost the war. I was tossed out all the same, you know. I didn't read the rest of that. Why didn't I read it? And I see where you decided to take your life from there, rifling through trash and gunk like actual vermin. Alt, no good can come out of taunting your foe. You're ugly. Alright, kill him. You served in the military too. You know where this is going. War. War never changes. We're not getting out of this without a fight.
순순히 보내줄 생각이었는데.
We were planning to let you through. We really were.
저 배신자
But now, I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you. And your traitor friend.
어이없는 새끼들이네.
Like hell you were. You were gonna wait for us to climb back up with the Ankefelon so you can backstab us and swipe it. Oh wait, were they?
밑바닥에 떨어질
They
거라고
smashed
생각하는
right past rock bottom long time ago. Don't expect them to care a whit for honor, eh?
가진 놈들도 뒤통수에
Well,
쳐 때리는
well
판이구나.
off or broke. People turn on each other as long as there's something. You're way too naive to think otherwise. Fight, fight, fight. Your goal is to reach the last section of the bottom floor and retrieve the golden bow. The dungeons consist of multiple floors, each rife with events and encounters. Clear the sector at the end of the floor and proceed to the next. Each sector is connected to one or more paths, but you can travel to adjacent sectors by selecting them. It's possible to retrace your steps, so feel free to explore where you want it first. Sinners don't heal after battle while in dungeons, and with 0 HP are unable to participate, so keep track of your stats. Reaching a checkpoint. After losing a battle, you can reattempt it, yeah. Alright. I think last time I did this, it took like 2 hours to get to the end, so I might save this for another day. And we have been going for like 3 hours, so... Yep, think it's a good place to stop. Low cliffhanger. But, yep. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see all of you guys another day. Maybe tomorrow. If not on Sunday. And, you know what, let me see if we can raid anyone, actually. Who is online? No one. I have no friends. Alright, bye.